Hey, welcome back, Rankers. It's 3 degrees in the studio this morning, so I'm going to be quick. Melbourne, winter, we're here. I'm doing a workshop in Cairns, 25th of July this year. And it's the revenue workshop that we just ran at Retail Global as well. And I stopped running SEO workshops back in about 2010. And I've just started doing these ones again because there's a lot of businesses we're not just not going to take on as clients, right? So we're very choosy about, as I've said this before, about who we can take on and who we want to work with, and whether those people want to work with us, quite frankly. Life's too short to not work with nice people and have a good time and make a lot of money while you're doing it as well, right? So we're very picky about who we work with. So the workshops are ones for people who don't fit the model, who aren't going to be able to come on because their structure might be too big, so they won't be able to move as quickly, or maybe they're not ready yet. So we looked at a potential new client the other week, and we just said, sorry, your data's just not ready. You're just not ready to go there yet. You've got to go away, do 4 or 5 things to get to the point where, okay, now we can take you on. So, and one of the things I've been doing with this workshop is I've been going through as many Cairns retailers as I can find. And over the weekend, I went through a whole bunch and on Shopify and Magento sites, and that's a sample of them there. And I'm scoring them all based on, what I think, how they're performing and the sorts of things that we look at. And so every one of those sites had major things that you could do really easily. And when I say major, I mean major impact, not major tasks, not major costs, none of those sorts of things. And so these workshops are all about finding those and highlighting those. And there's been a bit of press lately. Certainly one international company, ASOS, got into trouble because their SEO went bad. A whole range of things. There was another Australian company, another ASX listed company recently said the same thing in one of the reports to their shareholders, is that their SEO went bad. And it has a real major impact on your revenue and your bottom line and your shareholders. But there are other things you can be doing that you may not think of as SEO, but would actually help your rankings. But more importantly, they'll drive revenue and increase sales. And I'm just going to have a look at ASOS for you and show you what I mean. And here's the mistake, and I often get asked, what's the big end of town doing? What is big business doing that smaller or medium-sized enterprises can take advantage of, move quickly? Well, I would say in most cases with e-commerce, avoid what the large brands are doing, avoid what big businesses are doing, because they're doing stuff like this, and it's horrible. And the reason it's horrible is, okay, so we've got a thing saying this is ASOS. Obviously, the site's not meant for me. I'm not part of the demographic there at all. But okay, so we can shop men or we can shop men or shop women, right? That's fine. But this is horrible. This is horrible, right? This huge. Once again, you know what this is? This is your shop window, your classic. It's not as bad as some, but it is a shop window because, okay, it's got some USPs, which is great. It's got some call to actions, which is great, but it's still a bloody shop window. And this is the mistake that most retailers make, is that they try to, when you get to their site, they're still sort of saying, come in. No, we're in the shop already. We're at the front counter saying, give me my stuff. Where is it? You haven't got it? See ya. So that's the mistake that most retailers make, is essentially treating their homepage like it's a bloody shop window when it's not, okay? So when you're thinking about retail and your clients and everything else, you've got to do all those content marketing things. And there was some great content marketing that happened over the weekend, although probably happened months and months and years ago. I don't know how long ago. But there's a little bakery in Melbourne called the Oasis Bakery, and they've got a grocery store as well. And they just wrote some awesome copy around all their herbs. And it just went ballistic. And overnight, or over the weekend, they would have got smashed with traffic. And when you get smashed with traffic, always make sure you go and have a look at Google Search Console and check out the bot, and check out to see if the bot has come in and crawled over your whole site. I would say in their case it probably has, because they were getting a lot of traffic worldwide. So this is United States, looking at the Oasis Bakery in Australia over the weekend. And you can see here it's had one big kick, and then it's dropped, and then it's had another big kick overnight. And spices, it's all about their spices, because they've just got fantastic copy, but the site's got heaps of problems. So you're doing all this thing right, and I saw the same with some of those canned sites that I was looking at. They'll get one thing right, or they'll get a couple of things right, and then they'll get 5 things wrong. And when you're doing that on a retail site, unless you're looking at the data really, really carefully, you don't know whether that thing has actually worked because this thing has actually brought it down, or whether this thing or this thing didn't work, but you can't see that it didn't work because revenue came up in another area. And that's, one of the issues. Like these guys, look at that traffic. They would be getting huge amounts of traffic. Problem with the site though, is that it's got heaps of duplication. Yesterday, it was ranking, I think, in the lower 20s for herbs and spices. Today it was number 14. A whole range of phrases will be jumping up for it now because people are looking for it. And Google knows that. So Google's a populist engine, and Google's always going to show the most popular thing that it thinks you are looking for at the top of the search engines. So when you are thinking about your customers, and this isn't just retail sites, right? I mean, accountant sites, lawyers' sites, all sorts of sites suffer from the same problem. They think, and this is a design problem, this is an industry problem, and the industry has, in a lot of ways, educated site owners to think this way. Is that, okay, how are we going to nice, big, splashy homepage with beautiful design? Nah, sorry, you're at the front counter, how can I help you? That's it. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. Please subscribe, please share, and if you know anyone in Cairns who might be interested in a workshop, please tell them. See you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.